that. I'm trying to get them to all the people in my class so far have had artistic, choreographic, or compositional training that's very traditional, like, you make up steps and then you form it into a dance and you do it, or same way with music. So I really want them to experience making dance scores that are more improvisational based. So that's the kind of thing that I think would be great to either develop a score. Ideally, it'd be nice to develop a score, between us or among us. And then the performance could either be public or private or both.
One thing we could do is I could get a number of musicians here and working with the guy who's been developing his visualizations, and maybe we'll just start with an improv session.
Yes, that would be great.
And kind of build up on that, and maybe we could then think of either, meeting regularly or meeting a number of times and then doing something and then decide whether it's going to be public or not. So this is part of a class for you. Is this
right.
Finish in June or July?
May sometime. Beginning of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit of time.
It's a little bit of time, yeah.
We'd be very keen on that, and
great.
I can easily get a group together to find a suitable time, see if we can develop something, and we can maybe in the meantime send you some stuff about scores and the graphic notation that I've been using.
Okay.
And maybe out of that kind of develop something. One thing that we're keen that visualization does for some of the pieces is that it's, once you have people doing audio on different sites and they have slightly different latency between the sites, and sometimes the latency is accelerated, to get the system where you can kind of visualize that. So you see when a sound is made and you see when a sound is heard in a particular site. So it develops some kind of anticipation,
right,
cueing mechanism. So I can send you some pictures and some bit of text on all of that, I guess.
That'd be great.
And then maybe we'll just start with an improv session.
That would be fantastic.
Maybe just start with video and kind of build up on that. Are these guys used to improvise? If we have a group of improvised musicians, and send you audio, something that they will move.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, they all have actually. As far as their choreography is concerned, they've had traditional things, but they've all actually had at least two formal improv classes. Kind of an odd term, but yeah. So they're definitely used to improvising and can do so.
And do you have, either in that studio or in the other one, do you have cameras that you could use to send this, hand camera, hand operated cameras or something?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
Yeah, we have lots of stuff. It's a big university, so we're equipped with all kinds of things.
Do you meet at a particular time? You might have told
We do. We meet Monday, Wednesday, starting at this time and going for 2 hours. So Monday, Wednesday from, what did we say, 19 to 20? Is that right?
19 my time.
Yeah, we're 6 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time, so.
Monday and Wednesday. Okay.
Are you on Greenwich Mean Time, or are you an hour past?
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
So, did I call you at the right time?
You did, yeah. So
okay.
That worked. I think
that's
the only way of checking, isn't it?
So this is the time we meet, and we meet for 2 hours.
Okay.
Well, an hour and 50 minutes, technically. We're done.
On Mondays and Wednesdays.
On Mondays and Wednesdays, yeah. So if that would work out for you during that time plan, that would be ideal for us.
But we could do, I guess, one of the days, man. If we could do both days,
sure.
Or maybe not all of us could do both days. But,
right.
Okay, so why don't we? This kind of week this next 2 weeks a bit dodgy. But
well, it'd be good. I need to have them get a little more experience with setting up the spaces and all that, because we started meeting. I guess 3.5 weeks ago or whatever, and we've just done so far we've just been doing a lot of groundwork. I've been introducing them to some theory of telematic art, and we did set up a little network, and so this next week I'm really going to focus on setting up a collaboration between the space I'm in now and the dance studio. So in the next week we'll be dealing with details of how to deal with projection, how to get lighting properly, how to deal with sound and all those kinds of things. So it'd be good to wait at least a week to get that, because we have to get the jack trip thing happening, et cetera.
So is there anybody, should I get in touch with your audio guys, and whenever suitable we can just start doing some tests before we for one of these sessions, because we need to make sure that works.
Yeah, well, we could do that if it works out during the class time, or I could get them in touch with you and they could see if there's a problem. What's involved? They said you have to set up a jack server.
If you set up, so what we use is we run it on Mac.
Yeah.
And it's a little program that does some internal audio configuration and basically converts audio signal to UDP packets as quickly as possible. Doesn't do any compression, doesn't do anything, just set them out.
Okay.
So you need a computer connected to an audio interface connected to your speakers.
Okay. And then you just set up they said you set up a jack server on your computer or something of that nature.
Yeah, that's that's what does the internal connection.
Okay. Well,
but we'll be doing, because this is mostly, it would be nice if you could send us a signal of just a microphone capturing the space.
Yeah, we can do that.
You can hear footsteps and everything.
Yeah.
And then, so it's relatively easy. You send us 2 channels, we send you 2 channels.
Okay. All right.
So the only difficulty is to make sure that you have it's the usual thing. You have an external IP that has the ports open and so on. So the ports are flexible. We can find ports that are open. So that's usually what takes a little bit more time.
For getting out of a firewall, you mean?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the situation is there, but it usually takes some politics.
Right. Yeah, I've had external firewall. I mean, I've had firewall-free ports in the past, so I'll have to keep bashing on that.
So we can. We need to have a static IP. That's the thing, and we need to look into the ports. But I mean, if you give me, say, an email of one of